Hey, how's it going? So we're quickly gonna go through how to find how to use the median line tool. All right. So I think this is one of the most important tools that you can actually learn to use. So once you open your platform like this, you can go to insert and you look for this Andrew's pitchfork. So, what you're planning to do is to find 3 points on the line. So you want to find the middle point, and you want to find a high and a low. So let's just go through this chart. So right now we're looking at the dollar Swissy daily chart. This is what we're looking at the moment. In fact, let's just look at this current price action and see how it fits into the regime. So you go to the pitchfork, all right, and then what you're gonna find is that you're looking for a middle line, a high and a low. So right now, which line do you think is the place where we can actually put the pitchfork for the future? So we're looking at a daily chart, so we're looking at a big move. So let's just, for interest sake, we'll use this previous price action. Okay, I like this because this is the middle, and so this will be our first point, and then we look for a high. This is a high, and this is a low. Keeping it simple, all right? And voila, what do we have? So if you'd put this here, then you'd see that this area here was identified so quick and so fast, so rapidly by this tool, and price came here and bounced twice. So this is how we actually use it. And in the future, we're going to be projecting that price will come back to the median line and do what it does. And let's just go further back and see if there's some other interesting information that we might see. All right. So we're looking for a middle, a high, and a low. So, all right, this one looks a little bit challenging. So let's try this one. So if we're using this here I would look at this area right here, this area that we're focusing on right here. All right, so this is showing me that there was a lot of congestion here, so there were a lot of orders made, but there was an equilibrium, so price didn't move a lot. So let's see what it did when it broke the range. So I'm looking to see what it did when it broke this range. So I'll still go to this pitchfork, and I'll use this as my first point, and then I'll pick this high and this low, and let's see what happened. So the price moved up, and then it came to the middle line a couple of times. It actually came here. It came here once. All right, that's the wrong arrows actually. Let's get rid of it. All right, there we go. So it came once and twice. All right, so this is the point where you would have put the middle line to see what would happen if price would break this. So basically, when price was coming all of the way here, you'd want to see if it actually is gonna break this trend line here. All right, which it kind of did, but it didn't do it to satisfaction, because when it broke this trend line here, if you'd gone short here, you'd be looking for it to break this area here and also this line over here, which it didn't do. So here, this is actually the confirmation of an uptrend when you see this type of candle. All right, so when you have the pitchfork, you're looking to see what would happen in these zones. So in this case, you see that the pitchfork, or the median line, the middle line, showed you exactly what happened in this zone. And then when it broke this zone, it actually bounced back at this zone. So when you see such a candle like this one here, this huge rejection, you see that price finally broke down, and what did it do? It came back to the bottom median line and it bounced. So let's see what happened furthermore into the future as price progressed. So this is what you'll be looking for, and you'll be looking to see if price action is going to confirm what you're looking at the moment. So here we see that the price found a new level. So we're not fortune tellers, and what we're looking to do is to trade price action as it occurs. So you see that price was not able to make a higher high after that zone, and as it broke, price continued to break down. So this was forecasted at the median line. So this is pretty awesome. So let's see what would have happened if we were still tracking price at this area, all right, and still using the median line. So this is actually a very useful tool if you want to identify trends super duper fast. So here you could use this point, that point, that point. It's a little bit of a squeeze though, but you see that price bounced here twice and then it came here, and this is where a lot of price action happened, which made it collapse to the downside. So you'd also be looking at all of the areas of confluence, such as the trend line areas, such as we have described in the past. All right, so you see that this price came and formed another trend line here, and this is the result of this movement. So taking this trade could have had a lot of different factors that helped you to enter this particular trade. So you could still use the pitchfork, and you would have entered the trade right here. And if had you done that, then you would have had all of this movement just because of the pitchfork. All right. So we're looking at a daily chart here, and we're looking at about 600 pips, which is not a bad trading week, couple of weeks. All right, so let's look at another pair. Let's look at the dollar yen. All right, so let's actually look at, this is a 4-hour chart. It works on all time frames. So here we just go to a random place on the chart. Let's see here. All right, this is a very beautiful trend. This is a very, 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 very beautiful trend here. I just had to mention this. Can you see this? This is gorgeous. All right. All right. Let's see if this trend could actually be picked up by our friend, the median line. So you go to all right. So we need to find the middle point, right? So if you can't find the middle point, you can find a low point or even a high point. All right. So this tool needs some of, like, the more you get used to using it, the more you'll be able to use it. So I'll use this as my first point, this high, this low. And this is exactly what happened. And price collapsed at this median zone. You see what we're talking about. So you would have been able to trade this trend based on the previous price action of this low, the high, and the low. All right. So this is the median trend line. So let's try to look at a downtrend. All right. So this is a double top that occurred here. And when this double top occurred, there was a huge drop in price. So we look at this previous price point as an area of interest. We look at a high, and we look at a low. So we look at this zone, that zone, and that zone. And let's see what comes of it. Okay, so this zone, that zone, this zone. All right, so here we would have seen that the price came back to the median zone, and then it bounced here, but I don't really like this one as much. So let's shift this zone from the low to the high and see if the price will tell us something different. All right, I prefer this one from that one because we're looking at a downtrend. All right, so this is what happened. So the price came here, bounced at the middle, and it came to the bottom. So here, when it failed to break this bottom, you would have looked at what it's doing to the upside, and seeing that price continuously respects these zones is very, very, very helpful in, while you're trading. And when it finally broke this area, you would have had a bullish signal coupled with the price going on top of the moving average, and then it continued to go north, as you can see. So this is an indicating tool, and it shows you exactly what price is doing at any given moment. So let's take a look at another chart here. So what is this? This is the dollar loonie chart. All right, this is looking interesting. All right, so price is doing what it does, having a good day and stuff like that. And what you want to do is to insert the pitchfork. And I like this zone over here because we have a middle zone. We have a high, we have a low. Wow, what happened? So the price came, and then it really wanted to break these levels. Didn't quite do it, but came back to the middle, found so much resistance, flipped back, and then this would have been a good trade, a good 8 hours. You're just trending in that trade. The price came back to the zone, bounced at this area, bounced at that area again. Why? Why is it doing this? Why is it zigzagging? You see, it's making this channel within the median zone. So this tool is very, very helpful for you. And you see that price continued to just respect this area, put some respect on that area, you know. And this is what price was doing the whole entire time. Look at this candle here. So you see, like, price will tend to be predictable when you know how to predict what price does. And when it breaks an area, you should look for a confirmation of the break, because when it retests the area, it's going to come and try to shake your hands out of a trade, or it's going to come and retest the area because it's moving in that opposite direction. But in this case, it came back and retested the median line. You didn't need any other indicator but this median line in order to take this trade or that trade or this trade or even this trade or even that trade. All of these trades that we're looking at could be taken by this median zone. Okay, so this is a very powerful tool in your arsenal. And when you're able to use it, you'll be able to take some very incredible trades at some good areas of support and resistance. And there'll be no stopping you because you'll know exactly what's what. Let's see. Is this area interesting? You see that the price came and crashed and then it hit a low. So when you have a high or a low point after such a move, you could look to insert this this median line and see if you find something of interest. You know, sometimes you will find something of interest, sometimes you won't. But that is the name of the game. So here, this is more of like a way of you using it over time, that you'll be able to just instinctively know where exactly to slap it on. So here we have this zone, and that zone here. All right, this is an interesting one because it broke this zone. So you're gonna put another median line to see if it's actually gonna make another trend and respect those other zones, which you can see it did here, it did there numerous times, and it did there, So as soon as this happens, we are assuming right now that you'll be using this in real time, but when you know how to use it, just as I'm showing you here, then you're actually gonna have to just practice using it on your own, back testing any strategy that you have with it, and seeing how it works, and how you can actually start using it for profitable trading with whatever strategy that you actually use. So of course you shouldn't overdo it, and you see that you shouldn't overdo it, which means that you shouldn't put too many median lines in the same spot, because when you do that, then you're not going to refine your entries. But as you can see here, you put this median line here, back here on the 17th of July, and for the next 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, the whole month, price is moving within this rhythm. Price is moving within that flow. So you can track price by just one median line, two median lines, or something like that. So you really shouldn't overdo it. So I think this one could have been an interesting one. Let's see if we actually have a trade here. We could have had a trade here. This one is an interesting one. All right, yeah, I think would have found some really interesting trade there. So you see that price will always come to the median line. This is just how it works, and this is very simple. And when you're using it, you're also using it, as you can see on my chart. I use naked charts, but I also have a moving average at 120. So this bounces at these areas. So you have all of these opportunities, and you don't even need another indicator. You don't need anything else. You just need to know what's happening, and you just need to know the direction of the trend. So this is just it, and this is just a look at the median line and how you can start to use it for profitable trading. I hope that this helps you in some sort of way, and that you can actually start making money with your trades using the median line today. So all